Okay, so hi. I'm starting a little vlogaday thing because it's a creative it's a creative endeavor. It's more of an experiment because I don't really talk that much about anything at all. Um and I started this site on my birthday. I'm 22 and happy birthday to me. And I just went on a Turkey Day pub crawl in the town that I live in. and It was interesting. It was really fun. It was nice to see all the people that I'd gone to high school with and maybe haven't seen literally since I graduated high school. And see what they're up to, and all of them are graduating soon, and I'm not, but that's okay. Um, so that was nice, but it ended awfully rough. Um, um, so the boy who organized it apparently started lipping, talking to a cop in a not very friendly way. And he talked to another cop and another cop. And after we were already outside, well, that's not true after we were all outside. Anyways, basically, the cops didn't like him and they tear gassed. Apparently, I don't know, this is hearsay, but I do know that I was coughing and my eyes burned a bit. So I'm assuming this is true because I was coughing and my eyes burned, and there's no reason for that because it hadn't happened all night. Anyway, so when I left, later on somebody got arrested. The boy who organized the whole thing, and he did it for charity. He did it to raise money for I don't remember what, but he did it to raise money for something, for a friend of his, I think. I wish I knew the total details. I'd had a bitch drink. I've had a bitch drink, and I'm still a bit, you know. Um, but he got arrested, and as you can guess, that didn't go over very well with some of the people that were at the bar crawl. So, um, people were getting agitated, and some boys, and not just boys, everybody was trying, basically chanting for him and like trying to figure out what the fuck was going on because there was something fucking crazy going on. It didn't make sense. There was no reason for the cops to be there in the first place, as far as I'm aware. Maybe there was, but as far as I'm aware of the stories I've heard and put together, there was no reason for them to even be there in the first place. I feel it, from what I understand, he did mouth off to the cops, but at the same time, there shouldn't have been there. There was no reason. And he got arrested. He is one of the last people you assume to be arrested. Um, and again, I don't know him very well, but from what I understand and from the little I do know about him, he's the last guy you expect to be arrested. Anyways, he was arrested, and his father was there. His father got grumpy, and friends of mine got grumpy, and friends of his got grumpy, and it was just a whole big pile of grump. And anyways, he got arrested, and there were cops from other towns in our street. Granted, this is a street with a martini bar, a Mexican restaurant that has a little bar, a saloon, with they sell burgers and stuff, but they also are a bar, and this little place way later on down the street that is a little bar. So there's four, and they're not like huge bars. There's very rarely that there are that many people in downtown, and they they like I don't even know. There were just so many cops there, and it was just overkill. There were way too many cops there and it was just in a small town. I mean, when there's nothing to do, the cops don't have anything to do. So when they do finally have something to do, even if it's something little, they kind of go overboard, and it's just silly. And the cops in this case were silly. They went overboard, and there was no reason to tear gas the bar. There was no reason for me to choke and have burning eyes, and there was no reason for anybody else to choke and have burning eyes. They could have handled everything without the fucking tear gas. There was no fucking reason for the tear gas, but they fucking did it anyways. So we called a ride, which was a friend's brother, and we left. And it just, it's just silly. Happy birthday! I got tear gas. It just, it was just silly. Before that, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was an adventure. We went to a couple bars, and I had a vodka martini straight up with a twist, and it was delightful, of course. And it's just up until that last 10 minutes, actually it turned into more like a half an hour, but last 10 minutes when we were leaving the bar to seeing tons of fucking cops outside was just silly. There's no reason. Cops are excessive. At least the cops in small towns with nothing fucking better to do than twiddle their thumbs and sell coke on the side and fucking arrest people for, I don't know, a charity bar crawl. But what's done is done. Hopefully everything turns out okay. I mean, that's really all I can tell you right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll have another update. But as of right now, that's all I've got for you. But it was fun. I mean, up until then, I had a good time up until that last fucking 10-20 minutes there, where I drove home with a boy who's not drunk because he was our ride, and a couple emotional people. Rightly so emotional, absolutely. But it was just interesting. It was an interesting night. I did get a toy. A waitress gave this to me. Happy birthday! Waitress, I guess somebody won it and gave it to the waitress, and then, because I'd said it was my birthday like 129,000 times, she gave it to me. So I have a little guy. I'm gonna call him Walter. This is Walter. But, I mean, it was fun. Turkey day, pub crawl, eat beer. And that was the crawl we went on. But hopefully everything turns out marvelously. And hopefully there's not too many issues that he's done. Hopefully they drop the charges and there's nothing charged on him. That would be ideal. But I had fun, and I hope that everything turns out well in that family, because this boy, as far as I've ever experienced and heard about him, should not be arrested. Hopefully everything turns out okay. I'm sorry this one was kind of boring, but hey man, I got fucking tear gas. Don't tell me that's not exciting. That fucking shit's exciting. Yes, I've had a bitch drink. Bye.